Okay, this is Noah Pringle. He is a mechanical engineering student at University of Maine. And do you have any past experience with music at all?
I do not.
Okay, so you haven't played an instrument or anything?
No.
Cool. So that's just a starting point where we're coming from. To begin, normally you would have your clarinet flat on the floor. We already have that, and we already have the case open. But if you don't have the clarinet flat on the floor before you begin, you can break it, or it can fall off your lap if you have it on your lap. So you don't want to do that. So if you could pick up this longer piece, it has a little insignia on it, branding. It's called the upper joint. And so you have that. And then if you could grab the longest piece in your case.
Okay.
This is called the lower joint. And these two pieces go together, but before you try to do it by yourself, I want to show you that there's a bridge key.
Okay.
And if you put the two pieces together without lifting the bridge key, it can break the clarinet.
Okay.
So to lift the bridge key, you want to hit this one. Yep. That's called the D key or the second finger key. And so keep that lifted and then put them together, and the bridge key should land on this little piece right there. Perfect, just like that. Okay, so there's that. And then I want you to pick up the cone-shaped piece. It looks like this. It also has branding on it. Don't drop it like me. This is called the bell. And technically you don't need the bell to play on the clarinet. It goes at the bottom of the lower joint. Yep, it should slide right on there. Just like that, perfect. And you technically don't need it to play the clarinet, but it acts like a speaker, so it's very useful. And now if you could set this part aside and just carefully set it in your case so you don't break anything. And then if you could grab your reed, which looks like this. It's in a little nice case. Yep. And if you could take it out of your case. Yep, just like that. And put it in between your teeth and your cheek. You need your reed to be wet before you play, or else it won't work. And then, if you could pick up this little piece, it also has a little insignia on it. Yep. This is called the barrel, and it connects the mouthpiece to the upper joint. And so now if you can grab the last piece in your case, which is a combination of things. It's your mouthpiece case, your mouthpiece, and your ligature.
Okay.
If you could take off your ligature, which is the thing with the screws, and your mouthpiece case, thank you. And set that aside. For just a second, so you don't have to. Yep, perfect. And then to put your mouthpiece into your barrel, you want to find the smaller opening, and then it should go right in there. Twist it back and forth. Yep. If it's too, yep, perfect. Awesome. Okay. And then the next step is to put your mouthpiece on. So I want you to grab your ligature. And set it on so that the screws are facing towards you and the whole of the mouthpiece is facing towards you as well. Just like that. Perfect. And then if you could take your your reed that is already wet. I have to wet mine a little bit. You should be perfectly fine. If you could go from the top, and the flat side needs to be on the mouthpiece. So slide it in from the top.
Okay.
Yep, perfect. And then align it with the top of the mouthpiece.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. And a little trick, if you think you don't have it, well, you can tighten your screws.
Okay.
A little trick, if you don't know if your reed is on your mouthpiece, the best way, you can push very slightly on your reed, and it should smile back, which a little black of the mouthpiece should poke out.
Okay. So how does that look?
It's a little far up. So let's loosen that a little bit. Here, let me finish mine and then I'll set mine aside
Okay.
before I try to help you.
So if I press it, it should smile a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. It shouldn't be a lot.
Okay.
Let me see. Just a little too low now. Sorry. Let me help you.
That's right.
It gets easier once you do it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to hold it?
No, it's fine. Thank you. All right. There's that.
No, thank you.
Cool. And then the next step is to see if we can hit a F sharp. And F sharp sounds like this. So we're trying to match that pitch.
Alright.
So it should sound like this. So try to... Oh, I forgot to teach you, again, how to use your mouth and put your embouchure on the mouthpiece.
Mm-hmm.
So to do that, I want you to
Okay.
make an M, go
Mm-hmm.
and then smile a little bit. Okay, so your lower lip should always be over your bottom teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and you can place your upper teeth on the mouthpiece, but do not bite on it.
Okay.
And you should be about like half an inch on your mouthpiece.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
now try to match pitch again. Let's try it.
Alright.
You need to go up a little bit. Down. Alright, that's fine. It's mostly there, which
Yeah.
it'll be fine for what we're doing today. But if you were to go on and learn more, you would want to get that right on the
Okay.
F sharp. Okay, and now is the part where we add our barrel and mouthpiece to the rest of our clarinet. So if you could pick up that. Yep, perfect. And then so you want the reed to be facing the back of the clarinet, which is the one without all of the keys.
Just
Yep,
like that?
just like that. And it should just slide easily on.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And it should be lined up with this little key right here. This is called the register key.
Yeah. So.
Perfect. Okay. And so, if you want, well, the first note we're learning is G. And I'll show you where to put your fingers before we do that.
Mhm.
So this thumb
Yeah.
goes under this little key right, not key. Yep, this
Yeah.
thumb.
Yep.
Just like that. Perfect. And then this thumb goes on this,
Okay.
or it hovers over it depending on what note you're playing.
Alright.
And then this finger goes on this hole up here, or
Mhm.
hovers over it because we're not going to be using the bottom. And just like that, yeah, you have your top hand perfect. So that's
Okay.
great. Good job. And so the first note we're playing is a G. And a G, for G, you don't have to put down any fingers. So it should sound like this. So no fingers and just play. Yeah, just like that. Simple, nice and easy. Okay, so that was G, and now we're gonna go down and play an F. And an
Okay.
F is just adding that thumb key.
Thumb.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's gonna sound like this. Now you try.
Mm.
It's fine. Okay, and to help, I want you to sit feet flat on the floor so you can move your butt up.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yep, and then just try to sit up relatively straight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now try the F again. See, that helped a lot because your airstream is good. And then from F, we're going to learn E, which is just adding that first finger in your left hand.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it should sound like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, make sure that your holes are perfectly covered.
Completely?
Yep, completely
Okay.
covered. mouth is too far on the mouthpiece.
Ah.
You want to back off a little bit and relax. Perfect. Awesome. And then the next note we're going to learn is D,
Okay.
which is just adding the next finger. And make sure
Alright.
your holes are covered all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And then the last note we're going to learn today is C, which is just adding the last note. So it's all of them. All right. Make sure your holes are all covered.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. That was fantastic.
Right.
So if I ask you to play a G, do you remember how to play that?
Yeah, nothing, right?
Yep. Perfect. And then if I asked you to play an E?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it goes.
Yep, perfect. Yep, perfect.
Okay.
And then if I asked you to play a D?
Okay, so it's like this.
Yep. Yep. And that little squawking might be a reed thing, or it might be that your embouchure isn't perfectly set before you play the note, so make sure that
Alright.
is how it goes. And then a C?
Okay, all of them.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't overblow.
Alright.
Calm down. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just relax. And then just play an F.
Okay.
Perfect. That's perfect. And so to work on more of that, we're going to play number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 starts on an E. As you can see, it says it right above it, so it's pretty easy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play the E for 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to rest for 4 beats. And then we're going to do that 4 times.
Okay.
So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. That was perfect. Play E right every time. All right. And so the next one we're going to try is number 7. And this one starts on, do you know what that is?
C.
Yeah, perfect. So it goes from C to D,
Okay.
and then rests,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes to,
E.
yep, perfect, and then to D, and then rests again, and then goes back to C.
Okay.
So all of those are whole notes, so they all get 4 beats.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to count you off. 1, 2, C, go. Then you rest. 2, 3, 4, and then you play an E. Rest. 2, 3, 4. That was perfect. Can you play from this E?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I'll just watch
Yeah.
and see. Okay, so
From E to D.
from E to D and then rest and then to C. So 1, 2, ready, go. Yep, and then perfect. So what I want you to do is when you go in between notes, I don't want you to take your mouth off your instrument.
Okay.
So leave it so you don't have to change your embouchure, so you don't have to get ready again.
Mm-hmm.
And the same goes when you're resting, you don't have to move your mouth off your instrument. So that was perfect. And then the next one we're going to do is number 12, which starts on an E and goes to F, then G, then goes back down to, goes from G back down.
To what? D.
That's F.
Oh.
It's fine. F, and then it goes down to G.
Okay.
I mean E. That's an E. I can't read this.
So it starts at E.
Yep, and then it goes to A and F.
Mm-hmm. So like this.
Yep.
And
Nope,
then.
F is the thumb key down.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Mhm.
And then it goes to a G.
Mm-hmm.
Which
is
is
just nothing.
Yep. And then it goes back down to the F.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
Yep. And then to the E.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So all of those also get 4 beats. So
Okay.
let's do that. And let's see if you can remember to not move your mouth.
Alright.
Okay, so 1, 2, E, go. That was perfect. You played it correctly the whole time.
Alright.
Okay, so the last thing I want to do is play number 13.
Mm-hmm.
And number 13 starts on a C.
Okay.
And then it goes to a...
A D.
Yep. And then...
An E.
Yep. And then...
An F.
Yep.
And then a G.
Yep. And then it goes right back down.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so just C, D, E. Do you want to play it?
I do.
Okay. You can?
Yep.
They all, again, get 4 beats. All
Yeah.
whole notes.
Alright.
Okay. So 1, 2, ready, begin. Don't overblow it.
Alright.
Okay. Now, do you
Yeah.
want to... Let's just try going from E to F.
E to F, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
So, go ahead. Relax.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. Try to play just an E. Just play an E.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, perfect. And now try going to the F. Yeah. You're stressing out too much. You're squeezing too hard.
Oh, I thought
You're
I was doing it
shaking.
too lightly.
No!
Oh,
I can see your hands shaking from how much you're doing.
okay.
So don't worry about it. It's fine. If you squeak, it's fine.
Alright.
Well, I'll just correct it. It happens. Even to really good players.
Okay.
So let's try to play that E again. To the G. To the F. The E to the F again.
You did, yeah?
E to the F.
You did, yeah?
Okay. So 1,
Yeah?
2, E, play. Yeah. Was that easier to play or was it harder?
It was about the same.
About the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'll get easier with time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to
Do
play.
the last half, because that's what I was stuck on.
Yeah, do you want to do it? Do you want to go from G down to F, down to E, down to D, down to C?
Yeah.
You want to try that? Okay, I'll just watch.
Alright.
So start on the G. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
G, go.
I want to do it quicker, yeah.
Do you want to do it a little quicker?
No,
Do you
no,
think-
that's what I was doing.
Oh,
I
okay.
did it by accident.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll count. I'll count for you.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, G, go.
This is like, is your my reed's like really dry?
Is it really
so,
dry?
Yeah.
Okay, we
I was
can.
just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see people doing that all the time because they're
Okay.
just getting the reed wet. So if you want to, you can.
Alright, cool. Alright. You just want to start from the beginning, we can go through.
Do you want to start from?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to do it by yourself?
I'd like it if you at least count, yeah.
I'll count. Okay.
'Cause I mess up on the count.
Okay, I'll just count out loud then.
Alright.
Okay, so 1, 2, C, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. 4. Okay, that was good, except so when you play the clarinet, you don't want your fingers to like fly away. Like, you don't want them to be birds.
Like that here?
Yeah, you don't want that. You want them to stay close to the clarinet so you don't have to fumble around to try to find the holes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my hands right here while you play up to that, from that G down to the C, okay?
Okay.
So from open to down to nothing. So I'm gonna just cover your hands and then I'll count you off and play whole notes for each. 1, 2, ready, go. Nothing. 2, 3, 4, nothing. 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was really good. I think that you've learned the notes properly. Now, as we take apart our clarinets, I'm going to test to see if you remember what the parts of the clarinet were.
All right.
Okay. Do you think you remember?
Hopefully.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece off, what is this called?
The ligature.
Yeah, perfect. And so you're going to unscrew that and then slide the reed out.
Mm-hmm.
I won't test you on the reed.
All right.
And then we can put our reeds into our cases.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll grab your case for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so to put your reed into your case,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember how it was in there?
It was the bottom like this.
Yep, the bottom.
And the top of that.
Yep, so you want to put it in bottom first because
Mhm.
you can crack your reed.
Okay.
Yep, perfect. And then just slide it into the case. Yeah, just like that. Perfect.
All right, cool.
Wonderful. And so we're going to take our ligature off,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to take off this piece. What is this piece
The
called?
mouthpiece.
Yep, perfect, because our mouth is go on it, so it's pretty easy to remember. And then put this.
Mm-hmm. On top of it.
Yep, put your ligature on your mouthpiece, and then that goes into this case
Mm-hmm.
that you have.
Okay.
Here, I'll grab it for you.
Oh, thank you.
You'll get used to handling the clarinet if you go on
Mm-hmm.
and learn more.
Yeah.
And then it goes into this little hole right here. All right, and then the next part we're going to take off is this, and what is this called?
The barrel.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
shaped like one.
It is shaped like a barrel. All right, perfect. And then the next piece we have to be careful about because it has
The giblets on
which is called the bridge key.
it. Or is it the D note? Or the
Yeah,
C
it is
note?
the D note.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch.
Is that-
And what is this piece called that we're gonna take off?
The upper joint?
Upper joint, yeah.
Okay.
So carefully unscrew while
Yep.
holding that down. Perfect.
Okay.
And then that goes into this case right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then the next piece we're gonna take off is called.
The lower joint?
Yeah. And then just carefully unscrew it.
From the...
Yeah,
Is
what
this
is
the
this called?
barrel?
No.
Oh, I'm
It-
sorry. This is the bell.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
job.
okay.
We already took off the barrel. Perfect. And so that is that. And thank you, Noah, for
Alright, yeah.
dealing with me and having me teach you.
Oh, you're welcome.